I finally got my wish, and I'm in Monkey Bone. Dad, that's such a weird joke.
Back to the decorations and the reason for them. Jackson's birthday. Have you guys had to plan like some kind of special event yet or celebration during quarantine and had the pressure of like, how do I make this special even though there's nothing we can do?
Yeah,
my girlfriend's got a birthday coming up. I have no idea.
Dude, you want to borrow my decorations?
Yeah.
At least the Ben 10 one. You can only do so much, right? And safely, and you can't go like, let's go to a fancy dinner somewhere or whatever, because that's no matter what they're doing,
get creative.
It's not
going to be
romantic or work.
Yeah. It's the year where I think like it's like, oh, you put some effort into this and some thought, and that means more than anything. But I'm proud to report Jackson said it was one of his best birthdays.
Aww.
And that was surprising because you can't invite the kids over to come play and you can't do all that stuff. But we just, we fawned over him. We let him choose every single meal.
Elliot, you want to shit on those decorations again after Jeff said that?
My first thought was like, yeah, I mean, Jackson's so young, he probably doesn't remember many of his birthdays.
What were the before time birthdays like?
Oh, he knows. He remembers. He knows the themes. He knows the cakes. I know.
It is crazy. It is crazy the intensity of the birthday when you're a kid and like the feeling of it feels so special. It feels truly like and I can imagine being just with your family without friends and the pressure of that, even as a kid, that being kind of a nervous thing if you're a bit introverted or you're going to be an introvert. So to be able to like hang out with your parents and call the shots, that seems like a dream come true for a kid.
I remember having a birthday very young at McDonald's and like loving that and feeling like that was like the greatest thing in the world. And it was just like, it was literally a fast food restaurant.
Yeah.
And it had a fucking disgusting ball pit, but all of that to me felt like having your own special, like I don't know, there was just something special about it when you're a kid, but it's like such a crazy concept when you think about it as an adult.
It's just it's your day. So even we used to rent the local arcade out, and by rent it would mean every kid would have to bring $10 and pay the dude $10, and we would get it for an hour, the whole arcade, not to ourselves. Awesome. It was still open to the public, and the guy just sat at the corner in the back and would hand us a quarter whenever we needed one. So we'd run to him, he'd give us a quarter, and we'd go throw it in the machine.
Oh, so it was more about him giving you coins than renting out the place.
It felt special, but there's no way any of us went through $10 worth of quarters in that hour. Maybe it was 2 hours.
It sounds like this dude's just got a side hustle.
Yeah, for sure.
He hangs out at an arcade.
We felt special. We felt like it was ours, and it was an event.
That guy got to go home at night and be like, "Those fucking kids!"
Yeah.
What kind of terrible person?
What I'll do is that I'll open the whole arcade to them, but also everybody else.
I made $50 today off these stupid fucking kids.
And if I sit further away from the machines, they have to walk even further. They spend even less money. I improve my margins by 15% just by going by the hot dogs.
By just a little bit.
And no matter where they're at in the arcade, they can see me.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Sometimes they'll ask for 2 quarters because it's a quick game or 50 cents per play. Nope. 1 quarter at a time.
One time I gave a kid with nicer shoes 2 quarters.
And being like a normal kid, not part of the party in the arcade, just watching these kids weirdly run back up to their little pimps
what are they doing?
Get their quarters, be like, what is going on? Why are you?
I mean, it was like he was daddy, essentially, running up to daddy for coins.
Hey, Warbucks.
Oh, God. What kind of special piece of shit do you have to be to, like, totally just completely fuck over these kids? Holy shit. I mean, whatever. You guys had fun. So
yeah, we had a great time.
it kind of worked out, I guess.
Look, my time period, the time might be off. It could have been 2 hours. Who knows? Maybe we could get to that $10 mark. But
dude, I remember
it was
those
definitely, dude. It was definitely a hustle, and I'm sure
yeah.
there was a you got to rent something on top of it thing. But it was cheap
Right.
enough that the kids could go. We'd have fun, and it was a good 2 hours, and it was when arcades were cool. It wasn't like the lame Chuck E. Cheese arcades that every single arcade is now. It was just straight games, y'all.
Fuck
That's
yeah,
it.
the good old days.
Yeah, cabinets and cabinets of games.
I always like this stuff, the big things, the
Like the
playpens. Like Discovery Zone.
Ball.
Remember that?
Oh
DZ?
yeah.
That place was gnarly.
DZ was a good time. I think I went there maybe twice.
Is DZ like a ticket-based economic situation?
It was a Discovery Zone.
Capitalist for sure in nature. It was more of a socialist execution by the time it was done. It ended up in bankruptcy, which is just a warning sign, Vote, everybody.
I truly think places like that benefited both the parent and the child because it gave the parents time to completely forget about their children while they play in a playground that is as safe as it can be in a strip mall in anywhere USA. But
behind quarter guy sitting in the chair. Behind quarter guy sitting in the chair just handing out quarters one at a time. The parents were behind there having an orgy smoking. Like just smoke billowing out. We could see them, but we weren't allowed to talk to them.
Has anybody tried?
There's an episode of Peep Show though that is one of the funniest episodes of the show where Jez starts taking care of a snake, and then he loses a snake in like a Chuck E. Cheese, basically, and then he loses his own kid. It's the shenanigans are great.
Love
check it out, guys.
It sounds like a great time. Has anybody tried to do a Discovery Zone or like a Dave and Buster's that's like it's children focused, but like literally there's like a champagne room for parents where there's like alcohol and like they sell them booze and shit. Does that exist?
I think that's called bowling.
Yeah,
but like you can't have 5-year-olds run around in a bowling alley. I'm talking about like a place where you can have 5-year-olds run around.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, but like you don't want to though, because 5-year-old running around a bowling alley is kind of dangerous.
I don't think you've been to the right bowling alley, Steve. And bowling alley parties are probably, now that I think about it, one of the most underrated birthday party good times.
I agree.
Bowling alley parties are
I agree.
for kids and adults.
Bowling will always be social bowling, not like competitive bowling will always be a fun thing to do, I think.
Yeah, I think every adult probably has memories of just really good teenage bowling night times.
Dude,
like,
I have a bowling I have a bowling story where it's not much of a story, but it's like it was the first time maybe the only time in my life that I'm aware of where there were two girls that liked me and they were both there at the bowling place for this like bowling hangout with friends.
Shit.
One was old Beth behind the counter handing out the shoes.
Yeah. And one was mom.
Listen, I had my first cougar experience when I was
16.
Hey,
honey. I know you want those 6.5s.
You look more
And
like
I got
a 7
them for
to me.
you. They're freshly sprayed.
But listen, I liked one of them more than the other one. And I had never been in a position where I was like, oh shit, these two girls like me. I can have.
You get to choose.
Dude, I had no idea what to do. I had never really even had a girlfriend at the time. And my friends were like really psyching me out. They're like, "What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?" And like, one of my friends was like, "I'm getting texts from what's her name saying that they're it's." And there was like tension between the three of it. It was just like I don't remember what exactly happened. I remember there was a lot of like sneaking around and kind of like trying to hide and just like stupid things you do when you're a teenager. But man, the memories. Like that all happened at a bowling alley, which was like the perfect place to go with your friends and just fuck around.
Especially at night, it's so futuristic. What, blacklight? That's crazy.
Turn it on.
Yeah. Every bowling alley, like late 90s, early 2000s, were like, guys, we're about to get nuts. We're going to turn off the lights. You're still going to be able to see, but there's also going to be some other colors. Also, no drinking. Here we go.
And you didn't care. You didn't care.
No,
You didn't need it.
It was so fun. We're going to play the best bops from today and also probably a lot of the 80s. Actually, it's mostly going to be 80s because that's where I'm from. And this is my bowling alley. And we're listening to the 80s.
Hey, welcome to Rick's Bowling Alley. Tonight we're going to be listening to whatever the fuck Rick wants.
Rick's Picks, everybody. Rick's Picks.
What I did not like, bowling alley's good. What I hated was the skating rinks. That freaked me out because I wasn't good at skating.
I stayed the
and
fuck
there was always
away.
No, that's terrible. I remember eating crap as a kid and knocking the wind out of myself. It was terrible. But we've covered Christmas, birthdays, bowling, all sorts of fun things. Guys, would you like to hear about some underwear?
I'd love it. Why not?
Well, guys, guess
it's natural to go there.
listen. I just want to tell you guys about MeUndies. Okay,